Thank you for allowing me, giving this opportunity to present the sample in this community call. Today, what I would be covering is how to, operate the web camera in our SharePoint framework solution. First of all, little bit about myself. I'm Siddharth Vagasia. I'm a technical consultant at TCS, primarily focusing on SharePoint, Office 365, Azure, basically on Microsoft technology stack. I like to write articles. I like to blog on my personal blog and also on C# Corner. These are some of my contact handles and some of the links through which you can connect with me. So today we'll be talking about this React webcam. Is about how to open the webcam and take the photo. This is the link through where you can find the source code of this particular sample. So summary, so as you know, the idea behind working on the sample was to see if we can interact with the native hardware like web camera from the SharePoint Framework web part. And the requirement was to, if we can able to allow user to capture the photo dynamically at runtime and maybe upload it to a document library or maybe update profile picture using Graph API. So this was the idea behind which I had started working on this sample. So what I did was, there are actually two parts which I would be showing in this today's call. The first one, the basic, which where the PR has been approved and which is available in the GitHub repo, is only to use the webcam and take the photo. But then after submitting it, from the last few days, I am working on an extended version of the same web part, wherein we can take the picture and also upload it to a document library. So though this PR is yet not submitted or yet not available in the GitHub repo, walk through it on how it looks like. NPM package is used. So what I did is I used a React webcam NPM package, which is available, which allows us to interact with the webcam on our Node.js based solution. And as SharePoint Framework solution is based on Node, we can use that particular library in our solution. So going to demo, let me just see. I already have running. So what I did is there are basically, we started with a basic scenario so that to demonstrate all the different use cases which can be used in our complex web parts, like opening a webcam, taking photo and closing the webcam. So this one is the first part wherein, it's just opening the webcam, taking the photo, displaying it in the canvas here, and then just closing the webcam. Okay, so let me just open the webcam. Hi everyone. So now next thing I'll do is I'll just take a photo of it. So if you can see, the photo has been taken and it has been rendered on the screen here. This is nothing but an image HTML tag where we are rendering the photo, and then I can just close the webcam also using this close button. So this is very basic web part, but may be useful for generating the complex scenario. There are no configuration properties available, but in the second part of the web part, the version 2 of the web part which I am working on, there are some advanced features which I like to show. So let me do one thing. Let me first walk through the first part. Okay. So as this web part is just as it is a React based library which you are using, so the web part is also a React based. Here what I have a simple 3 buttons HTML which has an event binder attached to it, and for displaying the camera, the web camera onto the page, I have a container div which is available, and there is another div where we would be displaying the captured photo. On button click of the open camera, I have a method openCam. So where what I'm doing is I'm basically using the dynamically creating the React create element method, passing the particular webcam object and its property, wherein I can define all the different configuration options which is available. And now then we are using the React DOM method.render to basically render the particular element, which would be the webcam element, into my container, which is basically here. The other thing is to take the photo, a capture method. So the good thing about this that it has some methods which are available through which we can actually take the screenshots and everything. So if you see in the capture screenshot, what I am doing is I'm just using the state webcam variable, which is basically the reference to my webcam element, and calling the get screenshot method. So what it will do, this method would return us the base64 encoded string of the particular image which has been captured. And then I'm just creating a new element of image and applying the source attribute of the image tag, and then again rendering it. So this is how the image is getting displayed. And on close, there were no methods available in the webcam. So what I'm doing is I'm using the unmount component at node method, wherein I'm just unmounting the particular container so that the web camera would close. So pretty simple. I mean, the code is not that complex. Okay. Before moving on, what I'll do is I'll just show you the React webcam npm package which we am using. We can just install it using React webcam npm install command. These are the different properties which are available. These are the methods which says get screenshot, which returns us the base64 encoded string. Then good thing is, I mean, other part is what I did. I also tested this on the mobile camera, basically opening the URL in the mobile camera, and it also uses the front camera and back camera. So there is an option wherein we can allow user which camera we should be opening, like maybe selfie camera or the facing camera or the user camera. So pretty much about React webcam here. Next thing what I'll do is I'll just show you the extended part of the web part, which I have right now working on. It is again doing same thing, but the only difference is what it will do is it will basically upload the particular for captured photo into a document library. And so to make it more kind of configurable, I have used PNP control list picker, which is very pretty much handy to use to allow the configuration option. So there user is basically selecting the user would be basically selecting the list library into which the document library would be uploaded. As this is based on the basically, as this is based on the SharePoint context, what I'll do is I'll run it through the SharePoint workbench. I'll just add the web part. Yeah. Yes, again, as you know, I'm loading it for the first time and the web part is not been configured. I'm again using placeholder SPF XPNP reusable placeholder control to configure the web part. So here I can select the library onto which I wanted to upload the document. So I'll just select documents, and then pretty much the same user interface will be here. To make it little more interactive and maybe a little more attractive, what I did is I'm using the webcam again. Hi, hello again. To take the picture, it will just basically open it in the dialog box, and it will ask whether I want to save it or I want to retake the photo. So this might be again a scenario which would be be used where user might want to retake the picture. So I'll just say yes. And what it will do is will upload the file to particular document library. So this was the library which I have selected, basically document library. And if you can see, there is an image which has been uploaded here with a second ago. I'll just click on it to see whether it is viewable. And so if you see, sorry for the bad quality, my webcam is not that of high resolution, but if you can see, the image has been uploaded. So this is what the extended version of the web part does. Let me just walk through the extended part which I'm working on. So here to start with, what I'm using, as I said, I'm using the PNP reusable property pane control list picker. I'm filtering it with base template 101, so only libraries would be displayed in the drop down. I am passing the display mode and the context from the web part file to my component, which is my SPFX webcam.component. Here I have again just a placeholder to see whether the properties library has been selected. If it is empty, if it is not selected, just display the placeholder. Otherwise, we can just show the actual web part content. Here, nothing new in terms of opening webcam, capturing, and just that what I'm doing is I have just moved the captured photo container into dialog box, and on click of it, what I'm doing is there is an upload method. Okay. So in upload method, again, as my image source is basically a base 64 encoded string, I'm just replacing the prefix text, okay, just to get the source base 64 content, and then this is the method which is actually converting my base 64 to array buffer, and then it will just convert it to array buffer, and then there is a method called upload file, where I am again using PNP.js to basically upload a document to a particular library. So this is again pretty much straightforward, and the name which I'm using is basically just using the current logged in user's display name to create the file name which would be uploaded to the document library, and then just displaying a message bar saying that your photo has been uploaded successfully and closing the dialogues. So this is pretty much it from my side. If any questions, anything, I'll just check the chat window and maybe get back to you. And
yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for that demo. That's really cool to see. I am continued to be amazed at how simple some things have gotten that used to be incredibly complicated, like using a webcam. That's really cool sample, really neat to see. Thank you for sharing that and sharing your code. That's another great sample for folks to check out. I can think of a lot of great uses for being able to take pictures straight into SharePoint.